most of his force there to defend against them, so that's a dangerous position for him to be in. Some good Mulus micro by Savior there, taking down one of the Reavers. Actually, he lost a lot of damage, lot of damage done to those Mulus by those Archons. He should have been a little bit more careful. Actually, I think he might have lost all the Mulus. Looks like he lost at least a few of them. And it looks like Cal's taking this opportunity to expand to the 3 o'clock base, which is almost into Savior's zone. So crazy by Cal advancing in that direction instead of advancing to the bottom left, instead of taking the bottom half of the map. But it looks like Savior has scouted this out, and he's not going to allow this to go up. Going to take down that Nexus. And but Cal's going to move his main force that is in the area. He's going to move his force into there, and he's going to force Savior to back off here. I think Savior should think about taking the 12. Okay, he is taking the 12 o'clock position as well, so he's going to be getting up to 5 gas very, very soon, throwing down some extra hatcheries right now. Haven't seen the Defiler Mound or an Ultralisk Cavern yet, so he has the hive tech for cracklings at least, but I haven't really seen him take advantage of the higher tech units for Zerg. And for Protoss, we definitely see some Reavers and Archons coming up, so you know, he is getting to the higher tech point of the Protoss tree, and once those numbers start to grow, we see a lot of Dragoons being mixed in as well. So this is a very powerful force that Cal is moving with, and he is moving into the natural of Savior. Going to try and do some damage here, but looks like there are enough lurkers there. Scourge coming in there, not able to pick off the observers, so there's still a couple of observers alive. Shuttle is still alive as well to commence some Reaver micro. But Savior just barely holding on here with a lot of lurkers as well as a couple sunken colonies, so he's got enough there to at least hold Cal back. I don't know how effective he is going to be. If Cal decides to push, it's going to be very interesting to see who has the micro really to win this fight. And it looks like Cal might try and just push forward with his Reaver and try and take down the sunken colony and the lurkers. That looks like exactly what he's going to do. There's the Defiler Mound is already complete, and the Ultras Cavern is being built right now. And the frontal defenses for Savior have gone down. Savior coming in from the back with a ton of Zerglings, going to catch a lot of these Dragoons from the back, also pulling back as soon as the Archons come. So great play by Savior, great timing, attacking those Dragoons and pulling back. So some good micro that we're seeing from Savior, and now he's moving south with those Zerglings, forcing Cal to retreat as well with his troops. Cal unable to continue the fight with diminished Dragoon numbers, but looks like Cal's gone to the bottom left. He's going to try and take the natural expansion of the bottom left-hand base for his 4th. So we're going to see Cal moving on to 4 bases, while Savior's now moved on to 5 bases. And Savior really right now, if he wanted to, could probably take the 3 o'clock position and get up to 6 bases, especially now that he should have Defilers in his repertoire. He should be, well, I don't see them. I see the Nidus Canal, and the Ultras Cavern is complete, but I don't really know where the Defilers are. Now Savior moving in with a bunch of Zerglings, going to take down a lot of cannons here, but I don't think, and then a Storm coming in right over that cannon and killing the Zerglings that were left. So, Savior able to take out a lot of defenses there, but not enough. And a drop coming in here of Reavers killing a lot of drones there, and they're going to be able to do a lot of damage to these Zerglings. And Cal not picking his Reaver up. If Cal was to pick those Reavers up and then drop them, you know, he could do a lot more damage with micro there. But being a little bit careless there, and a shuttle coming in here probably for a storm drop towards the top left. And we'll see how fast Savior has very good reflexes. Actually, it's not. It is a storm drop there. And now here comes a storm, killing four maybe drones or so, and then a Scourge coming in as well, finishing off that shuttle. So all those forces go down for Cal, and Savior kept most of his drones alive. Didn't lose too much there. I think he lost maybe another 4 or 5 drones at the top right, but he killed 2 Reavers, killed a couple High Templars, got rid of a couple shuttles. So I don't think he's really falling too far behind. He took out pretty much all of the forces that came in to do damage to him. So he shouldn't have fallen behind too far economically with that that harassment by Cal. But Cal really is doing a good job in the open field of just spawning a lot of Zealots and Archons and just really pushing at Savior. And Savior has not produced a lot of Hydras to note, so that he's having a lot of trouble dealing with this force with just Zerglings. And now here comes Cal again, coming towards the top right, going to try and go for that natural expansion again and do some more damage. This time though, never mind, he brought in more Reavers as well. So Cal is constantly producing Reavers, and this is a deadly force against him. And here comes a good play going off on those Reavers, and it looks like he's trying to move in with Zerglings, but there's too many forces for Cal, and I don't think he's going to be able to get in there. But coming in from the back with Zerglings, and now, but there's Archons back there too, so unfortunately Savior unable to catch Cal in a pincer movement, as I'm sure he's trying so desperately to do. Looks like he's having some pathing issues as well at the top left, and Zergling's moving in and able to take down one of the Reavers, maybe a second Reaver, and Shuttle moving into the main with 4 Zealots and dropping them off inside of the main base as well. So Cal really putting the pressure on Savior right now. Savior coming back with a lot of Zerglings, and I think he has enough there to take care of it. Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure what died there. Maybe an observer or something that the Spore Colony picked off. And now more Zergling coming in there. They're going to be able to take down... No! Cal picking up that Reaver, keeping it alive. So more Zerglings just dying wastefully by Savior, unfortunately, unable to do more damage. And now 4 more Zals being dropped inside of the main at the top right, and Cal just absolutely is just putting Savior on the back foot. But a stream of Zerglings moving towards the bottom left. Not a lot of forces there. Another great play going off as well. Not a lot of forces there for Cal at all. I don't know how much damage these Cracklings are going to do. They're getting... No, unable to. They got split up, and now Cal's moving right into the base at the top right, doing a ton of damage with all these Archons. These Archons are doing so much damage, taking care of that hat-trick. They're going to take down the Hydros down as well. That Nidus Canal looks like it might go down as well. Savior's trying to stream troops, and I don't think this is going to be successful. A swarm going off in the back, but that's not going to really do anything. Cal has already moved beyond it. There goes the Nidus Canal, so now it's going to be even harder to reinforce this area. The Natural's all going to fall down. That Spire's going to go down as well. So Savior's going to lose all of his ranged unit buildings, really. He's not going to be able to produce Hydros or Scourge or Mutalisk at all. That's a problem, huge problem for him. And now into the top right, into the main, Cal is going. He's got a decent force there. I don't know how much health they all have, but those 2 Reavers, of course, can do a ton of damage to Zerglings. And it looks like that Evolution Chamber is going to go down, and he's really got to keep that Ultras Cavern and Defiler Mound alive as long as he possibly can. One of the Reavers does go down to these Ultras that have finally come into play, and the Lurkers coming in as well, going to try and take down these Archons, but the Archons are doing so much damage. One of the Archons goes down, 2 Archons, and a Reaver still left. A High Templar going down as well. But that Reaver might be able to finish off that Evolution Chamber. Not sure if it actually got a shot off. 3 more Archons moving in as well. So this is just a huge Archon army coming in. Ultras being spawned all over the place for Savior as well. Unfortunately for Savior, just did not come in time. And now Cal taking advantage of Savior's split attention. There's just no way that Savior has that type of APM to really deal with this harassment coming in at the 12 o'clock position. A lot of Archons are in the area right now at the top right as well. The Ultras Cavern has fallen. The Evolution Chamber has fallen. The Defiler Mound has fallen. All of the tech has gone down for Savior. Savior really can't produce units right now, and he's pretty much done. Now a Reaver's coming in towards the top left, taking out some more drones until Savior can know. This is pretty much GG, folks. Savior's going to lose this game. He's lost all of his tech. I don't think he can produce anything other than any military units other than Zerglings right now. And yeah, not really going to be able to do much of anything. I don't even know if he can produce Zerglings. There's one final last-ditch attempt here coming by Savior to the bottom left. Not a lot of forces there, but some good storms going off. And I just don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to be able to take down most of these cannons. Might even be able to take down most of this base. But it's just not going to be, no. He's not even going to take down the base. Just not enough at all. And Savior can really GG at any point here. He's lost his entire top right. He's going to lose that spawning pool, so he won't even be able to produce Zerglings soon enough. And Cal is going to take this game, and STX Seoul is going to win this this match 3-1. Savior is staying in it, but there's just no way for him to come back. All he can do is try and stream Zerglings, but with the amount of resources that Cal has, he can just keep producing High Templar and Archons, and the Zerglings aren't going to do anything. And that's what we're seeing here. Zerglings just dying too fast to Archons. Only one Ultralisk left, and that's about it. All the forces for Savior have not gone down, and Majayun is going to have to take a loss and GG at any point. Just staying in it to try and give this team hope, because obviously if he loses, if he GGs, obviously CJ Entis is done, and he does not want to see that. And even though he must know that he's pretty much out of it, he might be rebuilding some tech here and there, but there's no way that it's going to be enough. Cal just has huge amounts of forces. Now we're seeing 4 Archons moved into the 12 o'clock position. They're going to be able to take down that base, and Savior really is just done. Good storm by Cal, taking down a lot of those Zerglings as well, and the cannons are going to be more than enough to finish it off, and a Reaver being dropped as well, so Savior just falling behind in terms of tech units. I think he got to that high tech, but for some reason it seemed that it took a long time for Defilers to really show up. He was able to get his Ultralisk Cavern down, but not his Defiler Mount, so it's going to be a really long time before he has Defilers again, because he's just now throwing down a spawning pool, so he needs to morph a lair, and then he needs to get a Queen's Nest. It's going to be a very long time for him, and I'm not really sure why this game isn't over yet. Like I said, all Savior can really produce is Zerglings, and I guess now he can technically produce Ultralisk, but I can't see him being able to produce more than a couple, just purely because of how much money he has. He looks like he has a couple Ultralisks up there, but 3 Reavers being dropped here. It looks like he has 4 Ultralisks, but there's 5 Archons, a ton of Zealots, and 3 Archons moving in towards the top left now, and that's going to be more than enough to finish Savior off. and Savior's going to try and come in here with the Ultras kind of from a flanking position, but they're all going to go down very, very quickly, and Savior GG's. That's it, folks. STX Soul gets the win.